Gregory Peck's story begins not in glamour, but in quiet resilience. Born on April 5, 1916, in La Jolla, California, as Eldred Gregory Peck, his childhood was shaped by change and emotional distance. After his parents' divorce, he was raised largely by his grandmother, a steady presence who helped ground him during uncertain years. Those early experiences seemed to instill in him a sense of independence and calm strength that would later define both his personality and his screen presence. Tall, composed, and thoughtful, Peck stood out even as a young man. While studying at San Diego State College and later transferring to the University of California, Berkeley, he discovered acting almost by accident. What began as curiosity quickly turned into purpose, setting him on a path that would ultimately lead him to become one of Hollywood's most respected and enduring figures. From stage aspirations to Hollywood recognition, Peck's journey into acting started on the stage, where he developed his craft with discipline and focus. His early performances carried a sincerity that caught attention, and it wasn't long before Broadway became a stepping stone to something bigger. By the early 1940s, Hollywood had taken notice. His film debut in Days of Glory, 1944, introduced audiences to a new kind of leading man, one who relied not on flamboyance, but on quiet conviction. There was an honesty in his performances that felt natural and deeply human. Unlike many actors of his time, Peck didn't seem to perform for attention. Instead, he drew audiences in with restraint and emotional clarity. This authenticity quickly set him apart and opened doors to more significant roles, establishing him as a rising star in an industry that often favored more theatrical personalities. Rising stardom and defining performances. The mid-1940s marked a rapid ascent for Peck as he began taking on roles that showcased both his versatility and emotional depth. Films like The Keys of the Kingdom, 1944, earned him critical acclaim and his first Academy Award nomination, while Spellbound, 1945, directed by Alfred Hitchcock, placed him firmly among Hollywood's elite. As his career progressed, he proved he could move seamlessly between genres. In Gentleman's Agreement, 1947, he tackled the difficult subject of prejudice with sensitivity and intelligence, earning another Oscar nomination. Whether portraying journalists, soldiers, or romantic leads, Peck brought a grounded realism to each role. He wasn't simply acting, he was embodying moral complexity. Audiences trusted him, believed in him, and found comfort in the quiet authority he projected, making him one of the most reliable leading men of his era. The role that defined a legacy. In 1962, Peck delivered the performance that would forever define his legacy, Atticus Finch in To Kill a Mockingbird. The role demanded more than acting. It required integrity, compassion, and a deep understanding of justice. Peck brought all of that and more. His portrayal of the principled lawyer defending an innocent man resonated far beyond the screen, becoming a cultural symbol of fairness and moral courage. The performance earned him the Academy Award for Best Actor, but its impact went much deeper than accolades. Atticus Finch became an enduring figure in American culture, often cited as one of the greatest characters in film history. For Peck, the role seemed almost personal, reflecting the values he carried in his own life. Even decades later, audiences continue to connect with the quiet strength and humanity he brought to that unforgettable performance. Versatility across genres and generations. While To Kill a Mockingbird stands as a defining moment, Peck's career extended far beyond a single role. He explored a wide range of genres, from westerns like The Gunfighter, 1950, to epic adventures such as The Guns of Navarone, 1961. In Cape Fear, 1962, he took on a more vulnerable role, playing a man terrorized by a relentless adversary, showcasing his ability to step outside his usual heroic image. Later, in The Omen, 1976, he introduced himself to a new generation, proving his adaptability in an evolving film landscape. What remained constant throughout his work was a sense of dignity and emotional truth. Even when the roles changed, Peck's presence carried a reassuring consistency. He didn't chase trends. Instead, he allowed his performances to reflect timeless human values, which is perhaps why his work continues to resonate across generations. Personal life, love, and family. Behind the screen, Peck's life was shaped by both love and personal challenges. His first marriage to Greta Kukkonen brought him 3 sons and a sense of family during his early career years. However, as his professional life expanded, the relationship faced strains that eventually led to their divorce in 1955. Soon after, Peck found lasting companionship with French journalist Véronique Pisani, whom he married later that same year. Their relationship became one of Hollywood's most enduring partnerships, lasting nearly 5 decades. Together, they raised 2 children and built a life rooted in mutual respect, culture, and shared values. Peck was known to cherish his role as a father and later as a grandfather, finding joy in family life despite the pressures of fame. His home life, much like his public persona, reflected stability, warmth, and a deep sense of commitment, strength in the face of personal tragedy. Despite his success, Peck experienced profound personal loss that deeply affected him. The passing of his eldest son, Jonathan, in 1975 was a devastating moment that left a lasting mark on his life. Those close to him noted that the experience added a deeper layer of empathy to his already compassionate nature. Peck rarely spoke publicly about his grief, but when he did, his words carried a quiet honesty that resonated with many. Rather than retreating, he continued his work and humanitarian efforts, channeling his emotions into a broader understanding of human suffering. This period of his life revealed not just the strength of a public figure, but the vulnerability of a father navigating loss. It also reinforced the authenticity that defined him, both as an actor and as a man who understood the complexities of life beyond the spotlight. A respectful reflection on Robert Mitchum. In later years, Peck offered rare insights into his relationship with fellow actor Robert Mitchum, particularly their collaboration on Cape Fear. The 2 men represented contrasting styles, Peck's disciplined and methodical approach versus Mitchum's effortless, instinctive presence. Yet, Peck spoke of Mitchum with genuine respect, acknowledging his unique ability to make acting appear natural and unforced. He admired Mitchum's authenticity and his refusal to conform to Hollywood expectations. While their personalities differed, Peck recognized a shared commitment to truth in performance. He also recalled moments of humor and intelligence that Mitchum brought to the set, balancing the intensity of their roles. Rather than rivalry, Peck's reflections revealed admiration and curiosity, highlighting a mutual respect between 2 artists who approached their craft in very different yet equally compelling ways. Humanitarian values and public influence. Beyond his film career, Peck was deeply committed to social causes and humanitarian efforts. He used his platform to speak out on issues such as civil rights, freedom of expression, and equality. At a time when taking public stands could be controversial, Peck remained steadfast in his beliefs, guided by a strong moral compass. His involvement with various organizations and initiatives reflected a genuine desire to make a difference. In 1969, he was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom, recognizing not only his artistic achievements, but also his contributions to society. Peck's off-screen life mirrored the integrity of his on-screen characters, reinforcing the sense that he wasn't merely portraying ideals, he was living them. This alignment between his work and his values earned him admiration that extended far beyond the boundaries of Hollywood. A peaceful farewell and enduring legacy. Gregory Peck passed away on June 12, 2003 at the age of 87, leaving behind a legacy that continues to inspire. He died peacefully at his home in Los Angeles with his wife Véronique by his side, a fitting end for a man whose life was marked by grace and steadiness. His passing was felt deeply across the world as tributes poured in from admirers, colleagues, and public figures. For many, he represented a kind of integrity that seemed increasingly rare, yet his influence did not fade with his passing. Through his films, his humanitarian work, and the values he embodied, Peck's presence endures. He remains a symbol of quiet strength, moral clarity, and timeless dignity, a reminder that true greatness often lies not in grand gestures, but in consistency, compassion, and authenticity.